And whoa. Before I even end this video, I have to let you know, if you are a new CNA, I want you guys to be more long-term thinking. I want you to think about your future. Do not let your CNA certification be your last step in healthcare. This is a taxing job, a hard job, a beating your body down job. And it's super, super, super important that you don't end here. Don't stop here. Think about moving on to RN. Think about moving on to med school. Think about something else, because what is up, YouTube? It's your boy Zed, back at it again with another video, and we're gonna get straight into this one. But before we get into it, go ahead and follow me on the gram at IIZ LeRoy. Make sure to subscribe. We are almost at 5,000 subs, so can't thank you guys enough for that. But I might have lied to y'all a year ago, and I might have lied to y'all the last time I talked about this topic. It is crazy the amount of comments that I'm getting about hospitals not hiring brand new CNAs. Because when I started last year, or maybe like a year and a half ago, they were definitely hiring brand new CNAs. No doubt about it. No questions asked. You got the experience. You're registered through the state. Come on in. Apparently that has changed, but don't fret. I have a couple solutions and answers as to why that is and what you can do about it. If you are new to this channel, then welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber, welcome back. I am a 2-year CNA. At least I'll be 2 years actually in January. So I'm a year and like 10 months CNA, but I've been working in the hospital system. I've also worked in a nursing home, and I've worked in 4 different units in the hospital system. So I'm experienced in this. I'm also a nursing student. So I have a couple tips that I want to give you guys regarding working in this field. I get a lot of comments about, hey, I'm a new CNA and, you know, this hospital won't hire me. And I always ask what state, because the most troubled state that I see people are having issues with is California, Washington, and really just any state over there on the Western coast. East Coast, it is pretty easy to get into. So if you're on the Western coast, stick around still, because this video, you might learn a couple things from this video, but it's not necessarily pertaining to you, because we all know that that's one of the most sought after states for nursing, and they hold the highest regulations as well for nursing. But don't fret. Like I said, don't fret, because I have a couple reasons as to why, and I'm gonna just jump straight into it. One of the main reasons that hospitals will not hire brand new CNAs is because of simply experience. Not even necessarily experience, but how long have you had your certification? A lot of times people may say they had it, fresh out. That's the first place they applied. But what units are you applying to? Is it ICU? Is it emergency? Is it the top hospital in your state? Is it the top hospital in your city? You do have to kind of be diplomatic in a sense of rub a couple shoulders, make a couple friends, see where you can get it in. I've had some experiences where people are coming up to me and telling me, hey, I applied to one hospital and I didn't get in, but I applied to another one and I did. It just depends. You won't always get every opportunity that you want, and you won't always get every opportunity that you kind of throw yourself at. It will take a couple of interviews. It will take a couple of months, maybe even weeks. But if you're willing to wait it out and kind of thug it out, the time of waiting, you can easily get a job. For example, me, as soon as I got my CNA, I went straight into agency, and a lot of people were telling me, hey, you can't go straight into agency because you need such and such amount of experience. But before I even got my certification, I was working in a nursing home as a PCA. Now, in my state, a PCA is just an uncertified through the registry CNA. You do all of the things that a CNA does, except you're not in the state, and nursing homes are willing to hire you to do so. Not like I was taking vitals anywhere at a nursing home, because they don't want CNAs or PCAs doing anything in the nursing home except cleaning patients, from my experience. But I heard that that's changing now, so good. That's good and all. But I just simply put down, hey, I have this amount of experience. Even though I know my certification is new, I have this amount of experience, and the agency took me. The agency took me, and I came out right in the middle of I'm not going to say middle of COVID, because COVID has been around for a while, but they were still giving like hazard pay. They were still giving like bonuses and stuff like that for the agency I was working at. And it was even a situation in our state where something happened and they literally were throwing out like $32, I think, was like the norm, $32. And I even seen some with like 40 if it was like critically low, staff was critically low. But that's the amount of money that you could make during that time. And I used that experience. Once I got tired of being in nursing homes, I want to say maybe 2-3 months, I was doing both. I reached out to the local hospital that I was near, and I was like, hey, I want to work in the hospital system. I've worked in the nursing home system. I want to work in the hospital. And they literally hired me. It was either ortho, neuro, and like, I think like a outpatient facility. And I decided to go the neuro route, which tip, so pay attention. Big tip. Any unit you're going to work on, shadow, because if I would have shadowed, I would not have chose to work on that unit. Granted, I gained the most experience I think I can ever gain as a tech, as a CNA, as a nursing assistant. This unit was tough. It was understaffed. It was crazy. Patients were hopping out of bed. Everybody that is familiar with a neuro unit, neurology, stroke unit, you know exactly what I'm talking about. You can literally ask anybody at your facility about, hey, how's a neuro unit? And they're going to say, it's a load. It's a big, big, big load. Pause on that. It's huge. Pause. That was crazy. Cam, we trying to be serious.
Yo, I'm just, all right. I tried last episode to.
Yeah, I'm trying to be serious today.
Say no more.
I can't even do. But seriously, it's a lot of work. And now working a cardiac unit where it's not even half of what I did on the neuro unit. So you kind of just got to figure out what unit works for you. Not all neuro units will be tough, but I say shadow whatever unit you want to work on. Shadow, see how, the unit is, see how people work with each other, see what you're getting yourself into. If you don't know what this is, also, this is a mic, but that's the first tip of this entire video. Another reason as to why you probably won't get hired as a CNA is you're not applying at the right time. Some of the best times to apply at the hospital is going to be during the summer, I would say, because that's a lot of, the weather's nicer, especially in the United States. The weather is amazing. The weather is nice. I know I have some viewers in other countries too, but the weather is nice in the United States during the months of like May, June, July, August. It's excellent. This is also a time where a lot of people are out of schools. A lot of these nurses have families and husbands. And if you're a male nurse, you have a wife and you have kids, and they want to take trips with their family. So the hospital is often short in staff. Days are nicer. More things are going on. People are going to call out. This is a good time for you to apply to the hospital because they are hiring. They will hire you. They'll be more inclined to hire you because there's not enough techs to go around. There's not enough nurses to go around, not enough EVS, secretaries, etc. There's not enough staff to go around. So this is a prime time for you to apply. And also, I would say your colder months, preferably holiday season. So Thanksgiving to, I want to say, January. The the hospital is a 24-hour gig. Like, they have day shift, they have mid shift, and they have night shift. At my hospital, actually, they have day shift and night shift. That's 7P to 7A or 7A to 7P. And it's an all-day thing, so they need as much staff as they can get. And oftentimes, these units are left short, especially during holiday time when you have Christmas, Thanksgiving, New Year's. You have Hanukkah, and I don't know all the Christmassy holidays, but they have winter holidays, and that is also another time where a lot of people take time off, travel. You are obligated to work certain holidays in the hospital, but I remember last year, like, people would just take the points. You to get points, that count against you once you work in a hospital, but they'll just take the points. There's nothing to just take a point. I think even I took some points back when I was full-time. I'm PRN now, so I can't play around with the days that I sign up for. But that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother video. wintertime is also another good time for you to apply. So you have to make sure that you're applying at the right time, and you have to make sure you have at least a little bit of experience. I mean, you can also lie, but that's not the best thing to do. Either way, you'll get trained. You're simply taking vitals, which you learned in your certification class. You're changing patients, changing beds, helping the nurse, assess patients and stuff like that. It's really an immersive experience working in a hospital. I would say you get a lot more experience working in a hospital than you do a nursing home. For sure, without a doubt, you hear me. So you have to make sure that you are applying during these times to get a job and to get hired in the hospital. Some tips and tricks that I can say to kind of wiggle around some of this stuff is reach out to a recruiter. A recruiter for a hospital, would be the best option to do. I've already done a video on this, and I'll put it in the description below, but I literally just gave you guys the tips. You go to Google, step 1. You look up your nearest hospital or hospitals. Step 2. Step 3. Find a number of like a AC, find a number of a recruiter for the hospital you want to work in. Put in your experience, put in your, if you don't have any experience, put in what you have done caring for patients, and let them know your interests. Let them know what you are into, and they'll literally call you and say, hey, an interview can make or break your experience, so brush up on your interview skills. I told the hospital straight up, hey, I worked in, my agency, tech. I worked in the agency for about 3 months. Before then, I had experience in whatever. Even though that experience was super minimal, it accounted for something. So if you've done anything, count it as experience. As a CNA, you are caring for patients, but you're also not that like go-to person, the nurses. So they'll be taking more of the workload, and you'll get trained. It's not hard to learn how to take vitals. It's not hard to learn how to change patients. It's not hard to learn how to get a blood sugar. It's not hard to learn how to get an EKG. These are all things that they're going to give you the skills to get the job done. So for sure, I would say make sure that you're taking care of what you need to take care of to get around some of this stuff and get the job that you want to get. We're almost at 5,000 views. I kind of just wanted to hop up here because I just worked last night. I'm going to work tonight. I'm off tomorrow, so you can expect another video being recorded tomorrow. But these are some of the tips and tricks that you can get around to work in a hospital. I'm not telling you guys a lot, but use the experience that you have to get the job that you want. I would say take that away. And also the other 2 tips is make sure you're applying at the right time, and make sure that you are looking out for any resources, because you might make more working at a nursing home depending on your area. But that's all I got for y'all in this video. My camera's actually dying, so I'm going to cut this one short right now. But make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. If you made it this far in the video, comment and let me know what's going on in your life. What's your plan? And whoa. Before I even end this video, I have to let you know, if you are a new CNA, I want you guys to be more long-term thinking. I want you to think about your future. Do not let your CNA certification be your last step in healthcare. This is a taxing job, a hard job, a beating your body down job. And it's super, super, super important that you don't end here. Don't stop here. Think about moving on to RN. Think about moving on to med school. Think about something else, because do not let CNA be your last stop. I think I've said that on like 50 videos now. Do not let CNA be your last stop, because if you are thinking minimal, you will not last in this job longer than, I want to say, 2-3 years. I hate to let you guys know, but don't shoot the messenger. But yeah, that was the most important. That was another tip. So food for thought. Go ahead and subscribe if you haven't already. Like, comment, all that good stuff. I appreciate you guys for being here. Yeah, new videos on the way. 5,000 subs. I will be doing a giveaway during Christmas time, so stay tuned for that. But until then, keep supporting. I appreciate you guys. If you have any questions, I'm always down to answer it in the comment section, so let me know. But that's all I got for y'all on this video, and I will see you on the next one. All right. Peace.